What's good, cuz? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you guys another NFL predictions video, and in today's video we're going to be doing my updated predictions for the NFC South for the 2021-22 season. Who do you guys think is going to win the division? Is it going to be the Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons? Make your predictions down below. Obviously, I'm not an NFL analyst. These are not going to be 100% correct, but if you guys are excited for the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so hot, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming, red button beaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking NFC South updated predictions. We're going to be going over all four of these teams once again and making my updated predictions. I did the original predictions video before the draft, before free agency, and when there was only a 16-game schedule, so things are going to be changing. We're going to start things off with the team I originally predicted with the worst record in the division, so let's get started. So with that being said, we're going to start things off with the Carolina Panthers. I originally had them at 5-11 in the first predictions video, but since that time, they have traded for Sam Darnold, so I think they have an improvement at quarterback over Teddy Bridgewater, who's now on the Denver Broncos. Then they drafted J.C. Horn, cornerback, so they have a good young defense that's gaining some chemistry. I think they're going to be a good team next year. I think they're definitely going to improve from 5-11. Let's check out the schedule. Okay, so week one, let's get it started. Schedule on the screen. We have Panthers, Jets in Carolina, and Sam Darnold's getting his revenge game right away. He's getting the win there in Carolina against Zach Wilson. Then you have the Saints up next in Carolina as well. I think that's going to be a win. I see you guys splitting with the Saints this year. Then you're going to the Houston Texans, who I think will be the worst team in the league next year. So I think you guys are going to get a win there. That's going to start the Panthers off at 3-0. Now you have your first tough matchup, I think, of the year. I think the first three games you guys might cruise, to be honest, all at home, except for the Texans, who are a bad team. You get the Cowboys in Dallas. This might be a tough one. I think this is where you guys get your first loss of the season. I could see it going either way, but for right now, I'm going to give you guys a loss. So you're 3-1, but luckily you get the Eagles up next, who are a bad football team, in my opinion. I have them last place in the NFC East, and you get them in Carolina, so I think that's a win for you guys. 4-1. So you have Minnesota up next at home, but I still think it's going to be a loss for you guys. I like the changes that Minnesota made this year on the defensive side of the ball, and obviously they have great offensive weapons. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. Maybe go either way, but I'm going to give the Vikings the win for now. Then you have the Giants in New York. If you guys are playing them in Carolina, I'd say you win this game, but for right now, I'm going to mark it as a loss, and then you guys are going to be 4-3 and head to Atlanta, who I also think you guys are going to split with this year in the division, so that's going to make you guys 4-4 with a loss in Atlanta. So with about halfway of the season to go, you guys are 4-4, and now you get New England at home and then Arizona at Arizona. I'm going to say you guys go 1-1 in these games, and I'm actually going to give you the win on a road game in Arizona and a loss to the New England Patriots to give you guys 5-5 here. Then you're going to be taking on the Washington football team, who you guys beat last year, but I think the football team have made significant improvements on their football team this year. I have them winning the NFC East, so I think you guys are going to lose that game and then lose to the Miami Dolphins before your bye. That's going to make you 5-7. So 5 games to go. You guys are 5-7 right now out of the bye. I said you guys would split with Atlanta and you'd split with New Orleans, so you guys have a win against Atlanta here because you guys are going to be having them at home, and then you're having New Orleans in New Orleans. That's going to be a loss. So right now you guys are 6-8 with 3 tough games to go, and I say you lose probably all 3 of these games. You have to go to Buffalo for a tough one. Then you have Tampa Bay, who I think is going to probably sweep, which we'll get to in a second, sweep the entire division, go 6-0, but we will see. So I think you guys are going to lose that one. So previously I had you at 5-11, not too big of an improvement, but you guys get an extra win with the extra game in the schedule, so 6-11 for the Carolina Panthers. Okay, up next we're going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons, who I previously had at 6-10, but obviously they have now lost Julio Jones. That is a big hit for their offense. I mean, they're still going to have really good offensive pieces, but it's crazy. No more Julio Jones on the Atlanta Falcons. He's now in Tennessee, but like I said, previously I had them at 6-10. They did go ahead and draft Kyle Pitts. It's a big tight end target for Matt Ryan. He's going to put in some work with him. Then you sign Cordero Patterson and Mike Davis on the offensive side of the ball to maybe get that run game going, which I didn't have a lot of last year with Todd Gurley. And then you guys also got some pass rush help, so I think you guys are going to be improving defensively, and you guys obviously do lose Julio Jones on the offensive side of the ball, but offense wasn't your problem last year, to be honest. Matt Ryan could pass the ball, and you guys could put up yards. It was stopping teams, so this should be interesting. Let's see what their schedule has in store for them. So we'll start things off with week 1. You guys have the Eagles at home, and I think that's a win for you guys. Atlanta at home in week 1. I think you guys are better offensively and defensively than the Eagles. Then you guys get the win there. But unfortunately, you guys are going to run into the Buccaneers very early in the season in Tampa Bay. That's going to be a loss, so you're 1-1. Then you have the Giants in New York, and I'm actually going to say you guys go ahead and get a road win here. I'm a Giants fan, and I have to see Daniel Jones prove something to me just a little bit before I start picking them in every game. So I'm going to mark that down as a win for you guys right now. And then you have the football team at home, but I like the football team's front seven, and Matt Ryan is not good under pressure. So I think you guys are going to lose that game in an ugly one. I think Matt Ryan is going to be seeing Chase Young, Montez Sweat a ton that game. He's going to be getting sacked. So I think you guys are going to lose that one. Go 2-2, and then you have one more game before your bye. It's against the Jets in London, actually. So this is an interesting one. I think you guys are a better team than the Jets, though. I say you guys getting a win, 3-2 into the bye. Coming out of the bye 3-2, you get a tough Miami team in Miami right after the break. I think that's going to be a loss for you guys, but I could see it being a win because you have the bye to prepare for them. We'll have to see what happens when the time comes. I think it's going to be a loss right now. And then I said you guys would split with Carolina when I talked about Carolina, so you guys are going to get a win here in Atlanta. That's going to make you 4-3. And I also think you guys are going to split with the Saints. I think all three of these teams are going to split with each other, one game apiece, and then Tampa Bay is just going to sweep the whole division. But right now you're going into New Orleans, so that's going to be the loss for you guys. 4-4 with about half of the season to go. Now you have the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas, and I think you guys are going to get your revenge for that comeback game last year that the Cowboys had. I think you guys closed the deal this time. You come in with a chip on your shoulder, want to get that win really bad, and I think you guys do, to go 5-4 before losing to the New England Patriots at home. Then the Patriots are going to beat you guys. You guys are actually winning a good amount of road games this year, because I'm going to mark you down as winning against the Jacksonville Jaguars as well, because I think Trevor Lawrence is young. Don't think they're going to be a great team next year, so you guys are going to get the win there before losing to Tampa Bay once again, and then losing to Carolina in your guys' split. So 6-7 with 4 games to go. So 6-7 with 4 games to go. I previously had you guys at 6-10, but I see a 2-2 split here in the final 4 games for you guys to bring you guys to 8-9. I think you guys are going to lose to the 49ers, beat a bad Lions team, and I said you guys would split with the Saints. You're going to get the win there, and then lose to the Buffalo Bills. Make the Falcons 8-9 overall. That's not too bad. Maybe you get a win that you should lose here. Go 9-8, but I'm going to mark you guys down right now for 8-9. Okay, 2 teams to go here, and the next team we're going to talk about is the New Orleans Saints, who won the division last year, but they have lost a ton of guys in free agency, retirement, stuff like that. No more Drew Brees, no more Jared Cook, no more Janoris Jenkins, no more Emmanuel Sanders and Trey Hendrickson, and a bunch of other guys. But you guys lost a ton of pieces on your team from last year going into this year. I don't know if you guys are going to repeat as division champs. Originally have you guys at 9-7 because I thought Drew Brees was going to be playing, but he's not. Should be interesting because you guys won the division last year. You have to play all of the NFC division winners this year. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's check out the schedule. So week 1, you guys get the Packers in the Superdome, and you're not going to win that game without all those pieces that you guys had last year, even in a packed Superdome with fans back. I think Aaron Rodgers, reigning MVP, as long as he's on that team, Packers are going to get the win here. Then you have to go to Carolina. I said you guys would split with them, so that's going to be a loss in Carolina, and then lose again to the New England Patriots. Make you guys yourself 0-3 to start this season. You guys are 0-3 with 2 weeks before your bye, and I see you guys winning this game at home against the New York Giants, which is probably a must win for you guys at this point, even though it's early in the season. And then you're going to lose to the football team in Washington. I think that's going to be a low scoring game. Both defenses are going to play really well, but you're going into your bye at 1-4. So you're 1-4 coming out of your bye, and now you have Seattle and Tampa Bay back to back. That is not what you like to see as a Saints fan. I think that's 2 straight losses for you guys. 1-6 overall. You get the Falcons at home. I said you would split with them, so that's a win at home before losing to the Tennessee Titans. So I think you guys have to go to Tennessee. That's going to be a tough game. They now have Julio Jones. Their offense is going to be ridiculous. I see you guys losing this one as well, and then I see you guys winning against the Eagles in Philadelphia. So with 7 games to go, you guys are 3-7. So with 7 games to go, you're 3-7. I'd say you're out of playoff contention unless you win all 7 of these games, which I don't think is going to happen because I think you're going to lose to the Bills right off the rip here. Go 3-8, and I think you guys are going to pick up wins against the Cowboys and the Jets. That's going to make you 5-8. Maybe make this season a little more respectable towards the tail end of this season. Lose to Tampa Bay once again. That's going to be 5-9. I said you guys would split with the Panthers, so you get your win back at home. That's 6-9. I think you guys will beat the Dolphins at home in the Superdome. That makes you 7-9 before losing to the Falcons to make your overall record 7-10. And then last but certainly not least, we have the defending Super Bowl champions, who I previously had at 13-3, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can they go 17-0? They're bringing back the entire gang from the Super Bowl winning team, and they haven't lost a game since week 12 last year against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get into the schedule. Okay, so the first 2 games are going to be easy ones for the Buccaneers. Cowboys and Falcons, both at home. I think those are going to be wins, but they actually have a really tough game here in week 3 in Los Angeles. Tom Brady did not play well against the Rams last year, and I think they've they've only gotten better with Matthew Stafford now at the helm of their quarterback position. I think the Rams are actually going to be the team to knock off the Buccaneers this year. Maybe in the NFC, I see the Buccaneers losing this game in Los Angeles. If it was in Tampa Bay, maybe it'd be a different story, but because it's in LA, I see the Buccaneers getting a loss here to go 2-1 to start before beating the Patriots in Tom Brady's revenge game. This is going to be one of the most highly anticipated, if not the most highly anticipated regular season game of all time, and I think Tom Brady delivers in his return to Foxborough to get a win over the Patriots. The Buccaneers are 3-1 with 4 games to go before their bye, and I think they're going to win all 4 of these games, with the toughest one probably being the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, just because it's a division matchup and Tom Brady has some trouble with their defense from time to time. They did lose to the Chicago Bears last year, but I think Tom Brady, that was before they got the chemistry going with his offensive line, all his weapons and stuff like that. I don't think the Bears are going to give them trouble this time, so I think they're going to win all 4 of those games and go into the bye 7-1. After their bye, they actually get a pretty tough game here in the Washington football team in Washington. They did beat them last year in Washington with Taylor Heineke at the helm, but the football team got a lot better in the offseason, and all those young players that they had also got better. I think this will be a close ball game in Washington, but I think the Buccaneers are still going to pull it out. They're going to win that game, go 8-1, and they're going to beat the Giants at home as well as the Colts in Indianapolis. Tom Brady's played in that Colts stadium ton of times. I think they get a win there as well. 10-1, 6 games to go. I said that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would sweep the entire NFC South, and I still am going with that because they're going to beat the Falcons in Atlanta to be 11-1, but I actually think they're due for another loss somewhere. They're not going to go 16-1, and I think it's going to be against this Buffalo Bills team, even in Tampa Bay. I think the Bills team is going to be really, really good next season as they were last season, maybe even a little improved, and I think they can get an upset win here in Tampa Bay and knock off the Super Bowl champs to go 11-2, and I think they beat the Saints, beat the Panthers, beat the Jets, and beat the Panthers once again. That's going to end the season for Tampa Bay. Going to be the #1 seed in the NFC in my estimation here at 15-2. Okay, everyone, that's going to do it for the video today. My updated NFC South predictions are now in the book. Once again, I'm not an NFL analyst, so these are not going to be 100% correct. It's completely okay if I did not pick your team to win a division and you guys think that they will. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think I got wrong? What do you think I got right? If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. I would greatly appreciate it. You can also follow me at my social links, which are on the screen for you guys right now, including my Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, stuff like that. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.